I'm back on your screen.
Hello, family. Welcome back to my channel, Keeping It Caprice. If you're new here, I do lifestyle, natural hair, and motivational talks. If that's something you're interested in, come on and join the family. Hit that subscribe button, okay, so our family can grow. Y'all, today's topic is mistakes I made in dating. I can only go off on my life experiences, the things that I've realized and learned, and I just want to share that with you all today. And I took notes on my phone because I'm getting to where I love notebooks, I love pens, but I'm getting to where your girl just don't write. So, anyways, I have it on my phone, so let's get started. So, the first thing that I've realized that is a mistake that I've made in dating is about myself. Okay, so I lack truly getting to know myself, like knowing my likes and dislikes, just simple stuff. Am I adventurous? Am I a homebody? Am art, music, learning about myself. So that's something that I've lacked. I feel like living it in a daze, basically. Not trying to find out who I am and trying to grow in what I like and what I enjoy. And it'll make sense when I go on down the list. Confidence. I lacked confidence. So just for me, I love my gospel music, but I'm not confident about it when I'm around other people in my past. And they could make a comment about it or something and it hurts my feelings, and it's like, well, I need to be more discreet. No, be confident, and not just like confident in myself, confident in the way I speak, confident in the way I walk, confident in the way I present myself. I lacked confidence, and I've learned to have confidence within myself because it's going to shine a light within me, and that's what's going to attract the right men, is having that confidence within myself. um I had to learn how to stand firm and have boundaries. I'm looking for a specific or a certain thing, and then a guy comes along and I just settled, and I'm not staying firm in my boundaries. And then when the problem arises, it could be something so small. I'll give y'all an example in a minute. It turns into a big thing. So, for example, like, just say that, well, it is true. I prefer a man who doesn't smoke. So, men I've dated in the past smoke, right? So, knowing that it affects me, I'm like, well, yeah, whatever. But then one of the men I dated would just smoke any and everywhere, and I don't like that. I don't want my clothes smelling like that. I don't want that around me. So when I bring it up to him, it's a problem. It's a big thing. I'm tripping, this and that. Another one would smoke in the bathroom. Okay, you're being discreet. You have a little etiquette, but now the bathroom stinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you go outside? You know what I'm saying? Like, something so little can turn into so big because your clothes can smell like that. I have children. I don't want them around smoke, and you know what I'm saying? So something so little can turn into something big. So you got to know what your boundaries are, like respect, um, how you want to be treated, things like that. And you have to stand firm. That's what I've learned. I had to stand firm in my boundaries. Um, I had to know my self worth, and I had to know that I'm beautiful because in my past I struggled with that. And then when I was like, you know what, I am beautiful, I am unique, and I know what I deserve in a man, and I'm not gonna settle until I get what I know I deserve. So basically I lacked on myself, growing and evolving with myself, my confidence, my self-esteem, everything. It was very, very low. And I've noticed that when it was low, and men can say, well, like men in my past could be like, well, I can do this and that to her. Yeah, she might get mad for a second, but she'll forgive me, and they'll do it over and over and over again, to where it's just knocking me and knocking me and knocking me and knocking me down. And so I had to work on myself. Like, I literally had to work on myself. And now you can't change it. Okay. I like getting to know a person. In my past, spending a little time with you, talking here and there, seeing little things that you like, really thought I knew you. Moved on fast. I used to live with my past boyfriends. Found out how they really are, and it didn't work out because I didn't get to know the person. So I've learned to ask the deep questions when in my dating season. You gotta ask like beliefs. Some people I've dated didn't know what to believe in, didn't have the same Christian values that I had, and it can come into a conflict, especially when you think about it, when you're raising your children. Then you have to, well, then I've learned to ask, if they do have children, how active they are in their lives, what's going on, are you an active father, and vice versa for men who are watching this that are dating, women. But just for me, like, are you around your children? How often do you spend time with your children? If you have children, do you want children? Why not? And just if, I did have children then, so, how are you going, what role are you going to produce, in my children's life as well? So yeah, how do you parent? What's your parenting styles? Ask questions about their family, how they grew up, and that way, I would have known, how they think and their mindset and stuff like that. What does your future look like? What do you see in your future? You know, a lot of people in my past, they want bright futures, but what are you doing to get there? What are your goals? What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? And I definitely failed to ask those deep questions, get in deep with that person to know, like, what are your goals and stuff. I failed to get to know them and moved too fast, and then by the time I'm solely invested and I'm seeing all it, I feel like it was too late and it was hard to back out. So I've learned to really get to know a person before really just going on. Like, and then marriage, like, like even, well, now, that I know what I want, I'm dating to marry. Then, of course, I wanted marriage, but it wasn't brought up, So what is his intentions is what I feel like. Are you just dating to date? Do you believe in marriage, or you just want to, like, what do you want? And like I said, that's something that I failed to do, and it turned into a disaster because I didn't get to know that person deep down, Um, and then you also get to know a person, like, by going on dates. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be expensive dates, but you can go to a movie, but you can't really talk too much in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Go out for ice cream, go on walks. Of course, you can go out to eat and talk. Picnics. There's different things you can do. You can dance and then spend time together. Just go out on dates and get to know a person and ask these conversations. Talk face to face. Talk on the phone when you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, even nowadays, and even in my past, texting a lot, but talking and being in their presence so you can feel the energy was a mistake that I've made. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to feel your energy. And then we really didn't go out on dates with, like men in my past, and we didn't get to really know each other on a deeper level, and things like that, because you got to know their pet peeves and what makes them angry, and what are the good things about them, their goals. Like, you got to know a person deep, 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 deep down. Respect. Respect. That goes deep. That's something that I failed in. Well, I'm not going to say failed. That's a mistake that I've made, is respect. And it goes both ways. So, if, like, in the past, I can tell a person, I don't like this. Well, you can't. I had to realize you can't make a person do something that they don't want to do. But if they respect you, they would keep in mind, okay, well, Caprice doesn't like me doing this, so out of respect for her, I'm not going to do it. Because when it comes a time where he doesn't want me to do something, he can't make me do it. But if he spoke to me and told me how it made him feel about a certain thing, then okay, well, out of respect for him, I'm not going to do this. So respect goes a long way. I've been disrespected, and over and over, just forgiveness, over and over, or pushed aside or ignored it and just keep going. And it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. And to the point where I just can take it no more. So, and that's where it goes with the boundaries. You have to set those boundaries. They have to get to know who you are, well, to get to know who I am, and you know what I'm saying? And then go from there. So respect is a big thing, and lust, OMG. I didn't lust over some guys in the past, and I've learned the difference between love and lust. You know what I'm saying? I feel like lust, we can talk about that in a different episode, but like, so I can get deep into it. But lust is just like a feeling, I want you type of thing. I feel like love is a choice that you make, because it's not going to be this perfect thing craving for you, because when that feeling is gone, what do you have? You know what I'm saying? So love, it's deeper, and it's a choice. Lust is what people think is love, but it's lust. But I can get into that in a different episode. So I wasn't really getting to know the person. I was listening over the person. We didn't go deep into conversations. I let them disrespect me, all types of stuff, and didn't stand firm on my boundaries. I wasn't confident in myself. I didn't know who I was. I lost myself. And I'm trying to do what I can to please that person and make them happy, but they're never satisfied while I'm getting nothing in return. You see? So those are mistakes that I've noticed that I've made in dating. And the most important thing I did not do is seek God. So I didn't ask God, is this the one for me? I never asked him. I saw, I chose, I made my decision. Like, I've been approached in ways that really wasn't a gentleman experience, but I thought it was funny. And this person has a sense of humor. Like, somebody told me, come F with a city boy and leave those country bums alone. Oh, when I was so young, I thought that was so funny. oh, this person has a personality, yada, 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 yada. Well, yeah, uh. And listen to God, because when you get to when I learned that God was with me before I developed my relationship. I knew He was there, but I didn't know He was there. I didn't know how He would speak to me. But now when I look back, He do speak to me. He give me this feeling in my heart and in my mind. This is not the one. This is not the one. He did it, and I ignored it and still continued to be in these relationships with these men. If I knew, like, especially my first boyfriend, talking to other women and stuff, and I still, and I knew it, and I still stayed with this person. And then when I tried to leave, no, please don't leave, please don't leave. And then it still didn't work out. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Being called out of my name in past relationships. I don't deserve that. I don't call you out your name. I don't say this and that to you. So why are you saying that to me? Because you're mad? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's disrespectful. And I just keep on just take it and take it and take it, and it just get worse and worse and worse. And so, and God tells me, no, this is not for you. But I'm so invested and I'm trying to make it work when God is telling me it's not. And then I have to suffer the consequences because I did not listen to God. So I learned to listen to God and seek and ask God if this is the one for me. And He'll give you the signs. If you want Him to give you signs, ask Him to give you signs. Clear signs, plain clear signs for you. You can say, God, if He's not the one, I don't know. Let it rain when I go see Him. And if it rains, you be like, oh, that's just a coincidence. Well, He gave you a clear sign, just for example. You know what I'm saying? But He usually tells you, and you usually know. But, and I learned, like, if I would have just listened to God, it would have saved me so much trauma and disappointment. And I wouldn't have been depressed and all of those things. And I learned not to lust and look and see, oh, he got swag, oh, he looked good, da da da. You know what I'm saying? It's what's in a person's heart. God looks at the heart. And I've learned that I need to look in a person's heart and see what kind of fruit they produce as well. I also learned being a baby mama is not fun because it's stressful. It is so stressful. It's not cute. And when I used to work, I used to tell people who, well, I want a baby, I want a baby. Well, yeah, but you want to find the right person. Live your life, get to know yourself, enjoy yourself while you are waiting. Sometimes God put some people together fast. It could be in high school, right in college, right out of college. Sometimes for people, it takes a long time because God is working on you. He has something planned for you, and I am learning that. And I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to learn myself. I'm getting to, I'm learning my likes and dislikes. I'm learning my boundaries. I know what I want. And I know what God has for me is going to be for me. And so now I'm not worried about if I ever get married or not because, well, for me, I'm just speaking for me because I know that I'm living my life for Him. And so whatever He has in store for me, but He knows my heart and He knows my desires. You know what I'm saying? And if there's things that He knows that I still need to work on, then He's going to do that first before He brings the one my way. But until then, I've finally learned to wait because I had a season to where I was depressed and I was like and confused and angry because I'm like, I'm a good person. I'm a good woman. I'll stick by your side through thick and thin, as we all know. I mean, or if you don't know, or you will be getting to know, that I stood by like the father of my children's sides through thick and thin, and I still get treated like crap. Like, I'm like, am I not good enough? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not this? Am I not that? And I started to question myself. And and then you kind of go crazy. I just want to be a wife. Blah, 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 blah. But God had calmed me down and He told me to wait. And that's what I'm doing. I'm in my wedding season, and I'm trying to fill somebody out. And I'm gonna go back over my notes because there's something I need to add to each one on the positive note. Okay. Okay. So, like I said about yourself, when you truly love yourself and you know who you are and you have confidence in yourself, I honestly feel like it's gonna bring, for me, more men, not these boy men, but a man, if that makes sense. A mature man, a stable man, who has self control over himself, that's gonna love me unconditionally and listen to my needs and listen to my wants, and that's going to make it happen, you know. And I will reciprocate the same thing, but I have to learn who I am, and I know who I am, and I know what I like, and I know what I don't like. And I used to be very, very passive, but now I'm more assertive on what I want, and I'm not gonna settle for anything less. You want, like, I'm not gonna settle for anything less than that, because now that I'm woke and I know what I want and I know what I need and I know what I deserve, I'm not going to settle for the things that I used to go through in my past and being disrespected. And then when you do ask those deep questions and get to know a person, you have to watch their actions. Watch their actions. Does it conflict what they say? Because that's happened to me a lot. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Or, like, so one of my exes was like, "Yeah, this is my place." And then come to find out, you're living with your cousins and stuff. Why are you lying to me? It's not your house, but you claim it's yours because you're staying there. No, you're staying with somebody else. It's not yours. So why are you don't have anything? Oh, this is my car, but it's not in your name. It's not yours. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want my own business. Well, what are you doing to have your own business? Like, I see, like, I see myself having my own business. Well, what are you doing now to get yourself there? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not working. I don't see a savings. I don't see, you're not doing too much on the side. You're not getting, like, so you have to see their actions. And then if you tell them things that are disrespectful to you and they do it anyway and they're not trying to correct it, mm-mm. Now, the first time, oh, I'm sorry, but if they keep, no, goodbye. And that's when God be showing me signs like they doing it again, they're doing it again. So I learned to watch their actions as well. If you're not acting on what you say, then goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so yeah, I've learned to stop lusting. I learned that love is a choice. Um, but yeah, I've learned that waiting is really not a bad thing, because like I said, I used to question, well, why, you know, they found love, they're married, and I've recently learned that relationships are very, very hard. When I look back on my past relationships and now and trying now, relationships are very, very hard. And I'm questioning myself, is this even for me? So while I'm in my waiting period, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm focusing on me and my goals and achieving my goals. I'm focusing on my kids and spreading love to my kids. And I'm just trying to encourage people out there. It's really not bad to wait. And I'm gonna be honest. Marriage is not for everybody. So I don't even know if it's for me. You know what I'm saying? I might claim that I want it, but it might not be for me. I don't know. So, but I'm still going to prepare myself to be a good wife and But in order to do that, I have to work on myself. I'm confident in myself. I love myself. I respect myself, and I expect for my partner to do the same things to me. The same way that you treat yourself, it's the same way you want your partner or future husband to treat you. And that's something that I definitely realize. I don't have to keep taking your crap, and you know that you're doing, especially when you know that you're doing wrong, and I told you, yeah, and I'm expressing my needs and wants, and you're not making me feel safe, you're not making me feel loved, and then why am I staying in this relationship? And also with respect, they need to respect your body and how you feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I take that seriously. If you cannot respect that or respect my boundaries on that, then you have to go. And I used to be sad and try to do things that these men want me to do just to keep them because they threaten to leave and this and that. Now, bye. Like I'm so confident with myself, like it doesn't even faze me. Yeah, it might sting for a minute. Yeah, I might be hurt for a minute, but at the end of the day, I know that God has me and I'm taken care of, and I am so confident to know what God has for me will be for me. And every lesson turns into a blessing, and I learn, I live, and I keep moving on. And yeah, that's what I really have. Like, I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm not perfect by any means, and I'm still learning and growing. I can't speak on marriage. I can't speak on how to have a successful relationship because I have yet had one. But I have learned um, the mistakes that I have made in dating. And now that I have a better and clear mindset, I know what I'm looking for. And just to be out honest and out there, I'm dating to marry. I have kids involved, and it sucks that for me that I have kids and I'm not married. It hurts me every day. And that's why I try to encourage, especially people who just say they really want a baby. Babies can make your relationship worse if you're not grounded and have a strong foundation. And, enjoy your life before you have to have these big responsibilities. Like, seriously. And because being a baby mama, like I said, it's really not fun. Then you have to learn how to co-parent. And it's stressful because you're in two separate households, and sometimes you want your kid for this holiday, they do too. Your families are split up. Your kids are confused, and they see other people in two-parent households, and they're wondering why. You know what I mean? And it can be a lot, especially when you start dating, and then you have to see if they can get along and how they're gonna respond. It's a lot, and for me, I wish that I knew what I knew now then to prevent that, but I knew that it had to happen because everybody's life story is not going to be perfect. And it had to happen for me in order for me to wake up and realize I'm okay and I'm positive and I'm just going to keep waiting, and I'll date and get to know people and see if they're for me or not. But I'm not focused just solely on a man or getting married soon. I am enjoying being me, enjoying who I am. I am loving myself. I am loving the new caprice that I am, and my kids are happy, and I'm starting to do more with them, and I can start because I've been getting blessed and being able to do more for them and finding my true happiness, my true peace, and I am loving it. I love it. I can do what I want, and like I can have my peace and quiet time. Like it's just it's beautiful. It's fun. It's all the things. It's one of the things that I've learned in dating. And tell me some things that you all learned from dating and how you overcame that and the ones that are married, how did your waiting time help you? And, because I would love to get stories and inspiration on stuff like that. Or for some who knows that marriage is not for them, and being by yourself is what makes you happy. Please tell me your story about that. I would love to hear it. You can send me an email at keepingitcaprice or a personal story. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and DM me. You can comment down below. So yeah, I'm good. I'm just chilling, and we'll just see where life takes me. But until then, I ain't married. I'm still here, and I'm happy. So yeah, I ain't worried about it. I see a bright future for me and the kids, and I'm trying to work on those goals. And I'm starting to see results. So I'm good. So I love you all. Hopefully it makes sense on what I'm trying to say. But yes, so if you take anything away from today, please know yourself, love yourself, be confident in yourself, have those boundaries. Um, get to know a person deeply on a deeper level, not just lust on how they look or they swag or how they talk. Like really get to know a person, see their actions, and make sure they respect you in every way possible, from their body to how they treat you. Um, and seek God and ask God to give you guidance, and ask God if this is the one, and to bring you peace if this is the one for you. So I love you all, and until next time.